But the other elephant in the room, Cristiano Ronaldo, not there. We were told he had a hip flexor issue. Some people feel that he should have been there regardless, Jules.
Yeah, maybe just to support the team. There was still a lot of rumors about the injury or not, because they also...
Did he go to Portugal? Do we know this for a fact?
I don't know for a fact. I was told he was in Portugal, but he might not have been. He might have been in his house in Manchester. He might have been at Nedum's house to watch the game on the sofa. I mean, for all I know, I don't know. Would he have been dropped? Had he been fit, would he have been dropped for this game? I think so. I think Rangnick would have dropped him. It's not a game that Cristiano can play right now. The way City play and the way United would have approached the game. I don't want to believe that someone like him, with his career, like, pretends to be injured because he knows he's going to be dropped. I don't want to believe that. I know this is a rumor that is going around right now. I cannot believe that someone, any player, any footballers, would pretend to be injured because he doesn't want to be on the bench, regardless of what kind of game it is, derby or not derby.
Okay, so I'll give you my take. I'd love to hear from Nedum as well as an ex-pro, and you can tell me about dressing room dynamics and all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Once Cristiano Ronaldo isn't playing, because the man is 37 years old and he knows his body probably, like a lot of professional athletes know their body really, really well. I would assume he's got a freaking PhD in Christianology, the study of himself. If he's not fit to start this game, I see absolutely no reason why he should go there and show up and cheerlead from the bench. Now, I know he won the Euros by cheerleading on the bench.
But
it's a bit
that's
different.
Not the debate here.
And
the debate is he injured or not? It's not so much, the controversy is not whether he should have been there or not. I'm just saying it would have been nice maybe for him to support.
The problem is he injured or not? That's not something that we can answer. So I'm not even sure it's something worth debating. Unless Manchester United come out and say he wasn't injured and Ronaldo says, no, I was injured. United have said he was injured. So to me, I have to take that
fair enough.
At face value. If at that point he says, I'm 37 years old, I have probably the biggest game that I have left in my career coming up in a couple of weeks in the World Cup playoffs for Portugal.
Yeah,
I'm not playing anyway. Why shouldn't I go to Portugal?
That's a good point. Yeah,
I mean, Nedum, if you were a teammate, right? I mean, you've got a bit of the McTominays about you. Would you be upset that Cristiano isn't there cheering you on from the stands, and maybe he went to Portugal to get treatment so that he could play for his country and finish the season on a high with doctors who know him better, who've treated him before?
I think there are two sides to that, and I need to talk about the playing for Portugal thing, because for him personally, that might be his biggest game. But for the fans of Manchester United, there's an expectation that he puts all his heart and soul into representing them in the same way he sort of described when he came back. And it wasn't necessarily the case of demanding that he has to be there, but because he's Cristiano Ronaldo, as is the case with other significant players in any club, if they're not available for a game, they can still have a room in the hotel. They can still have a space allocated for them. And I would think of it this way. If by some miracle Man United make it to the Champions League final, Ronaldo's not available, but he's got internationals in 2-3 weeks' time, would he choose to go, or would he just go to Portugal and deal with whatever he needs to deal with? Like, I think it's a funny message for fans to digest, because they love him, And I'm like with Jules, like, I refuse to think that Cristiano Ronaldo has bailed on his team, because this is one of the best professionals, I believe, in the history of football. But then from the same side, like, the game that he's missed is in Manchester. It's the most convenient game to be able to get to support your side, because you don't need to leave your home. But you need to leave your home to go to Portugal. And again, he's Ronaldo. Surely these doctors or whoever could come to him. He's he's arguably the most consequential player in the history of football. But he has to fly to Portugal to go and see someone. Like, I don't get it.
It's rare for an injured player to still be there in the what we call the paddock, which is especially in home stadium, just behind the bench, dressed in his normal clothes. Okay, they don't always do it.
Away stadium in this case.
And away, down the road. Yeah, away down the road. So, your point and is valid. I think Nedum's point in a way is valid too. I don't think he should be criticized for it either.
Listen, look, Cristiano Ronaldo's been a professional for 20 years now, And I am not obsessed with Cristiano Ronaldo the way that Cristiano-holics are out there. So I can't tell you it has never happened in his career, and probably has happened in his career, that maybe he accentuated an injury because he was upset at being left out or whatever else. I'm sure it has happened at some point. It's entirely plausible. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. However, I don't remember this happening in recent years. What I do remember is Cristiano's teammates at Juventus and at Real Madrid, and early on at United as well, generally praising his professionalism, saying that, yes, he's a diva and an egomaniac, but he's a phenomenal teammate.
Yeah, of course he
right?
is.
This has been the consistent message that we've had, even from Juve, where, in the end, they weren't sorry to see him leave.
Sami Khedira told us.
Yeah, all right. Sami Khedira, it's one of many, right?
Yeah.
When we in the Gab and Juls meets, we spoke to him. So this would seem to be so out of character for Cristiano to do at this stage. And I think from United's perspective, I like the fact that rules are rules and whatever. But if you're signing Cristiano Ronaldo, you're not signing a normal footballer. And to some degree, you make allowances. Sir Alex Ferguson made allowances for Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
And we know now for Roy Keane as well, albeit in a different way. Roy Keane was allowed to go and bully Juan Sebastian Veron in a way that maybe other footballers weren't allowed to do, right? So, having said that, I know it's Ronaldo, so it becomes a story, but are we really going to go and dump this on him?
No. No one is dumping.
No, but I think there's some media that
maybe
are going to go down that road.
What's for sure, though, is yesterday on that pitch, there was a huge leadership problem at Manchester United.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.